Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to talk about some scams and some issues going on in the cryptocurrency industry, especially around Chia right now, because Chia is going into circulation in just a couple of days. I know a lot of you are new to cryptocurrency and this is your first network, so I just want to share these so you don't fall for them and talk a little bit about how to protect your cryptocurrency. So, the first thing is I want to show you some of these comments. All right, this is ridiculous. All right, so here's a comment from me, and I'm using me in quotes because it's not actually me. So obviously, the photo is a little bit different because there's a ring around the photo, but sometimes it looks exactly like me. And why can't Google or YouTube fix this issue? I really don't know. It doesn't seem that hard. Just be like, oh, the photo is the same and the username is the same. Maybe this is spam. But no, that's like next level programming that YouTube's just not there yet, but maybe someday soon. Anyways, I'm sharing my WhatsApp number, but this is not me. This is spam. If it was actually me, there would be a gray circle around this username. And hopefully sometime in the future, a check mark, like a actually verified check mark and not just a fake check mark, which I've seen those as well. So watch out for that. And a lot of people are getting on me like, why aren't you deleting these? Well, I just want everybody to know that the number of comments, just the ones that are not automatically filtered as spam, are insane. So just to take a look, this channel is pretty much brand new, and the highest was 227 comments in a day. And I can't just be scrolling through watching my comments every second of the day to see if someone posted spam. So it's ultimately up to you guys to do that filtering and to know whether something's legit or not. Yeah, I do my best and I try to delete these accounts and hide them, but I can't do that all the time. And plus, I have another channel, Caleb Curry, and this same thing happens. So I have to manage this channel and another channel. And I also have the same thing happening on Instagram, which my official handle is Caleb Curry, and on Twitter. All right. So you have to really watch out. And it's ultimately something I'm trying to be careful of, but it's a little bit too much for me to be sure there's never an issue out there. So trusting comments is something that is up to you. Ultimately, it's ultimately up to you to protect your funds. And I've had people reach out to this coin breakthrough person or this Caleb Curry and just see what they have to say. And they're trying to sell them stuff, get them to send them money. It's just a big scam. So that was the that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. And the next thing I want to show you is that there are numerous accounts like this. So if I show you, let me find it on here real quick and I'll show you. Let me show the screen. If I go to my community here, you can see there are numerous coin breakthroughs that I have banned from this channel. Isn't that just crazy? To me, that just seems like, how's that even happening? But it's a big problem right now, and it's not just on this channel. It's a big problem across all of YouTube. I talk to a lot of other YouTubers, and this happens. So pretty much just assume all comments are scams, unless told otherwise, and you know for sure. And you can see oftentimes there'll be these big chains like, wow, they seem kind of legit at first, but then somehow they always translate into someone's WhatsApp number. So if I scroll down, you can see, oh, right there. And my suggestion is don't reach out to these numbers. I mean, even if you know they're scams and you just want to see what they say, because I did that before just to see what would happen. And it ended up being, they ended up spamming my phone, and it was just a big issue. So that's the first thing. The next thing is that there's a lot of talk on this on Reddit too. So transactions going live, beware of scammers, malware, dubious, is that how you pronounce that? Exchanges. And basically, when you need to understand how to properly send Chia if you want to sell it, and you want to make sure you're sending it to the correct place. So as an example, I wanted to show you how you would send money to another account. So here's a wallet of mine, and this is for another cryptocurrency, but likely there'll be something similar with Chia. And I have account details with an address that you can scan as a QR code and an address that you can copy and paste. And this is how I receive funds into my account. And you're going to have an account associated to an exchange if you end up selling Chia on some legitimate exchange. So you will need to get this information from your account on that exchange to send it to. And you want to make sure it's on the correct network. So you're sending from Chia to Chia. You do not need your seed phrase to send money. You don't need any private keys. You just need the destination address. That's all you need. Next thing is beware of pooling. And I did a video on this, and yeah, I'm not saying all pooling is bad, but there are concerns for it, especially when you're downloading software. So I don't think that video really settled with everyone the best it could have, but I was just sharing my thoughts. Anytime you download software, you have to be careful where it's coming from. And I don't know if I would trust most of the software out there. And that's just speaking from experience. I'm not saying this specific one is not legit. I don't know the answer to that. But if you ever have to type in your seed phrase or any private keys or anything that you shouldn't be sharing, then I would run. And I would also clear the computer off and make sure my wallet is not on that computer. And basically, once a wallet seed phrase is, uploaded to the internet, or you download malicious software, it's considered tainted, and you have to basically move those funds to a different wallet, which you can do. But don't ever just keep a wallet that could have been, exposed essentially, because they could access those funds 5 years in the future. As long as they have access to that same seed phrase, then you don't know. So once your wallet is tainted, you need to restart. You don't have to lose your funds in that process because you can transfer, but you don't want to use a tainted wallet. Next thing I wanted to talk about, this is a big question, is plotting services. And I just picked this random post on Reddit, but plotting services can be legit. So basically, you pay money for plots. And plots are coupled with your seed phrase. So they need some information, but they do not need your seed phrase. So they will need your public key and your pool key, and they can create a plot and you can check it locally to make sure it works. So you can do more research on this, but not all 100% of plotting services are scams. I talk to a lot of people who are really big into Chia who do this for basically an income now, and it's a legitimate service. But there are ones out there that are probably going to be promising, hey, we'll plot like 100 terabytes a day, just send us your seed phrase. So don't fall for that stuff. Last thing I wanted to show is that this is the Chia website, chia.net, and I wouldn't trust any other websites or anything that's pointed to from this website. So if you're talking about social medias, here are the Chia social medias, and Keybase is the really only official chat on here. So there might be Discords out there or, Telegrams out there, but those are not official. Like, for example, I talk about Chia in my community, but it's not the official Chia community. So you always have to follow what's said in those non-official ones, and even within the official one, because people can create fake accounts or whatever. You have to be careful what you're trusting. And then one other thing, I know I'm just kind of like rambling here, but this is just a lot of stuff. Even legitimate accounts can be hacked, and in that situation, it may look like you're talking to a legit person, the actual person, but you might not be. And this is obviously less common, but I know of it happening. Someone I followed, their account was hacked, and the hacker managed to take, I think, like 6 figures worth of cryptocurrency by tricking followers. So be very, very careful. Basically, do all the research you need to be 100% sure something is legit. So that's all I have. Be sure to reach out to me if you have any questions on WhatsApp. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. All right, that's enough for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. It was just a quick update, and if you have any questions or any issues, I'd like to know in the comment section, like what other scams you've seen or what things maybe you've fallen for. It's okay. We can talk about our mistakes, you know. So drop a comment and stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Chia is coming into circulation soon, so really excited to see where it goes. All right, see you in the next one.